Hello, welcome to this update for Asia, specifically the tropics, spots of Asia. So we do have this heavy rain in India still happening, like we mentioned on the last video. There are still some strong storms across central India, especially in western India, already spots on Mumbai, and more spots near southeastern India too. So this blob of storms in the Arabian Sea might develop into a tropical cyclone soon near northwestern India and potentially just in the Arabian Sea or near southern Pakistan. And these storms will continue in parts of India. So there's the European model. It shows like these showers and storms still happening much of central southern India, and these ones might have very heavy rain. So be careful. Some strong storms with lightning, maybe some hail. Still, the Bay of Bengal by Thursday shows more storms continuing Thursday, Friday, and it just continues like later Friday into this weekend. In southwestern India, it might increase in strength across southwestern India and the west coast. More spots central India as this tropical storm develops in the Arabian Sea and goes away. The European does have this tropical storm approaching northwestern India later on. So we'll take a look at everything. Just be careful. These storms throughout much of central southern India might cause flooding and heavy rain and some lightning and hail too. So stay safe. There's here like rain accumulation until Friday shows like in the next 2 days spots of central India some 62 millimeters, already on the west coast more than 100 in a few spots there, 115. Alright, it shows some further south, some storms in southwestern Sri Lanka as well, and shows some storms the Lancashire Islands. Be careful too, but especially this central area of India, like this central southern area, a lot of storms. So stay safe in those areas. Now, if I put it until Sunday, already increases dramatically in spots southwestern India along the coast. The Europeans is all the way to like 300 millimeters, 326 along the west coast of India. So we could have some very dangerous rainfall and some flooding rain spots of western India throughout the next week. So like 122 in spots southern coast, 200 as you go north, 300, and like all the way to 334. So all these locations, be careful of potential flooding coming, and this might get serious. So shows more Mumbai still like near 100 meters. Nothing too crazy, but compared to the rest of the places, like 100 can be a lot too. So please stay safe in those areas. And still show spots central India to 95, 91, spots 90. So stay safe in those areas. Will be some very intense storms too. And Sri Lanka even shows spots close to 100. So be careful in those areas. There's the GFS. It has a very different situation. It shows like some 44 millimeters in southern India, in the same place that the European has 253. So this here's a completely different situation. The icon is agreeing more with the European, like 200 on the coast, more spots in India to like 252, and the GFS is very little there, but GFS is more than 100 in Mumbai, and more spots like in the west coast, and it has spots of eastern India too, central eastern India, and into northwestern India, potentially southern Pakistan. And long range, it has maybe a little bit more southern Pakistan. The GFS is this tremendous amount central India, even to 300 next 10 days. And does show spots of western India to like 500 millimeters next 10 days. The Europeans around 400, and all the way up to 600 millimeters in the west coast of India next 10 days. I know 10 days is a lot and it won't fall all in one day, it'll be spread out, but 600 millimeters is a big deal. even for 10 days. So please stay safe in those areas. Even like if it rains day after day, the ground will get saturated and cause more flooding. So please stay safe in those areas. Uh, Go to higher ground in case of flooding, and be careful with these intense storms central India. There's the icon, I think I showed you. I don't know if the axis reaches as far north as here, but it does get to like southernmost India. So the axis already has like 299, 400, some isolated spots of southwestern India, also central India, as you can see there in Sri Lanka. So please stay safe in those areas. And this rain comes all the way from the Indian Ocean, so you can see that this monsoon is already getting started. So please stay safe in those areas. Just to mention here, northern Bangladesh and northeastern India are rate 135 next 5 days, 99. So still some heavy downpours northern Bangladesh into India. So stay safe in those areas too. GFS not much, but does have some storms as well. The icon has northeastern India, a few spots close to 100, and the icon is like right on the coast of Bangladesh, close to 200. So that's a possibility. The European just 25. So these model runs change a lot, and new data might coming later, but the models aren't in so much agreement, but all agree that the west coast of India get hit hard by this rain. So please be careful. We have this invest now 93A for the northern Indian Ocean. You can see there's a lot of deep convection in those clouds, so very heavy rain. The low pressures near western coast of India, and the GFS ensembles, they do show a potential tropical cyclone from this. So right now it's there near western India, but the GFS is showing potential like even a major cyclone, spots of the Arabian Sea south of Pakistan, spots of northwestern India. So gotta watch in those areas, because some of these ensembles here are close to like Cat 4, Cat 3. So we'll keep watching this. There's the what model is this? There's the Canadian model too. This is not. This is the a track of the GFS. So the Canadian is like hidden down there, but the GFS kind of goes north towards Pakistan, and the Canadian ensembles are very meh. So just the GFS is going crazy, but here let's see what the actual model show. But before that, there's the European model as well, and it shows next 240 hours a lot of support in the Indian Ocean to for this to form. I showed you the operational run that has a tropical storm there in the Indian Ocean. So please be careful. This might hit parts of northwestern India or even Pakistan, but especially affect India. So be careful. The European model also has things near the Bay of Bengal. So you can see all those lines there, and those L's of low pressure. So that's a lot of support too for something to try to form. So be careful in those areas. The GFS already has a 997 low pressure there. This goes, it it strengthens like insane to 964 on the GFS, and goes right into northwestern India, scrapes the coast and curves into Pakistan. At the same time, the GFS has one other cyclone curving to eastern India, the Bay of Bengal, and another one into China in the South China Sea. So the GFS like the most radical model on Earth. But let's see if the European has something more simple. So there's like that heavy rain there in western India. It slowly grows into a tropical storm in the Arabian Sea, even to like a Cat 2 or something. It does show a low pressure near the Bay of Bengal, but that's inland already, so it won't form into anything. But there's like the South China Sea, the European shows some storms there, but it doesn't form into anything. So we might need to watch this moisture in the Bay of Bengal before it goes into India. So there's the Canadian model that sometimes does weird things, shows spots of the Arabian Sea, a 990 tropical storm there already by Saturday, this gets very close to India. The Canadian model wants to take a headshot into Mumbai in spots of Western India. So it goes right into the coast in Western India. That will be very, very problematic if that happens. But it might just stay out to sea, like the European showing. And then it shows another tropical storm, probably in the Bay of Bengal by the 27th. But that's very disorganized, so it might not be anything crazy. So we'll keep watching. And these models are doing weird things in the southern hemisphere. I guess we'll talk about that in the next video. But there's the icon too, shows like that heavy rain there. It starts spinning to a tropical cyclone in the Arabian Sea by Saturday and grows by Sunday. Then it does strengthen a lot in the Arabian Sea. And the icon is another tropical storm in the Bay of Bengal by next Wednesday, the 28th. So we are potentially watching many systems the next few weeks to affect India and Bangladesh and more spots, even Myanmar, with heavy rain. So if you are in central, western, even northeastern India, I would watch this very closely, especially western India because of that heavy rain. There are the GFS ensembles here too. You can see like they're concentrated in the northern Indian Ocean. They have even more in the Bay of Bengal. And the GFS is also like, if we go to Western Pacific, it's very crazy there too. It shows like a bunch of members showing stuff near Taiwan, South China Sea. So we'll keep watching there as well. But the Europeans like very minimalistic. It just shows a low pressure too possible in the South China Sea. And all these squiggly lines near China are some cold fronts and non-tropical, like extra tropical systems. So we'll keep watching the Western Pacific as well, but the most concern now is Western India, the Bay of Bengal, especially with this flooding that might happen. Be careful with landslides as well and flash flooding if you are in those areas. And warn others if you know anyone there, just tell them right now of the heavy rain and also the tropical storm potential. So stay safe. Spots of the Nicobar Islands and Andaman Islands does show even more than 100 millimeters in a few spots of those islands as well. So be careful. Those tropical downpours, the showers and storms throughout the rest of Southeast Asia, China and Japan will get some good storms as well. Still shows next 5 days in eastern China more than 100 millimeters in many spots. So be careful with flooding, possibly too. Not saying it will happen, but it might happen in some of these stronger storms. So be careful. Spots of central to eastern China, Taiwan, some storms too. And the Europeans are focused on Japan. It has close to 200 millimeters spots of southern Japan. So please be careful. Some southern islands there. And more spots. It has even to 200 in a few spots even central Japan, days Islands, and more there. So stay safe in those areas. There's like Thailand and Cambodia shows into Vietnam, like southern Vietnam, or 100 millimeters next 5 days near Vietnam, and like Thailand, especially Thailand into Laos, central Laos, northern Thailand, and Myanmar. So be careful. Northern Vietnam into China and those areas. So stay safe. Some heavy rains there too. The GFS is much less in China, just as 106, 95, 102. But this might be heavy for some as well. So be careful. But southern Japan is still kind of the focus on the GFS as well, even to like 186 millimeters, more spots southern central Japan. So stay safe in those areas, Cambodia, into southern Vietnam, and some islands in the South China Sea, some heavy rain, southern coast of Myanmar, into Thailand. So be careful. Malaysia, some storms too, nothing too crazy, but a few showers too. And in Sumatra, it's actually quieter in a few spots, just northernmost areas downpours, into Jakarta, Java, and southern Sumatra, some more downpours as well. So be careful. Spots of Kalimantan, central Indonesia, some specific areas, some crazy downpours, but in other areas a little bit less, especially western areas less. There's the axis as well to shows a little bit more in depth. It does show some specific spots to more than 100 meters, Malaysia into central Indonesia, and the axis has even like in Cambodia to 184, 190, a lot in Thailand and Vietnam. So be careful in those areas, and shows like southern Indonesia, spots of Western Guinea more than 200 meters, Papua New Guinea still, and more spots in these seas here, tropical seas, southern Indonesia. So be careful. Shows a lot near the southern Philippines too. The European has actually more in the southern Philippines itself. So be careful. Finger to northern Philippines, some regular showers and storms. And there's the icon more in the southern Philippines into Palau, especially Micronesia in the intertropical convergence zone. Those have northern Mariana Islands some more, and a finger two into Guam, like some 7 meters. So be aware. And the icon in China does show many spots in China to more than 100 meters, near Shanghai as well, just north of Shanghai. More spots in these densely populated cities as well. There's some flooding possible, so be careful. Further into Japan, the icon is also more than 100 meters, most of Japan next 5 days. So if you are there, alert others to some very heavy rain in those areas. Also, there's this weird hot spot in northern China, more than 100 meters. The Europeans just to 74, and the GFS does show slightly heavier there too. So be careful in those areas around Nepal. Might be some storms in the foothills, Bhutan. So be careful in those areas. Stay safe. Some showers in Central Asia, in the mountains, more rain and snow in Russia, those low pressure systems, and some storm or two in Turkey or Azerbaijan, northern Iran. But the real action is further east here. So just one quick look at the snow to see if there's something, because the Himalayas are still getting plenty. Northern Bhutan, northern Nepal, mostly in China, those mountains. So be careful. These mountains in northern China might get a good amount as well. Mongolia, spots central to western Mongolia, southern Mongolia, still in Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, in the high elevations, some snow. So be aware, it's possible. Northern Iran, a few spots, and a few spots in the Caucasus still. Nothing too crazy, but a few spots. Russia shows a lot in northern Russia, like very north central Russia, spots even to 25 centimeters. Shows this little area throughout southern Russia, central Russia, and this peninsula in the Pacific, like some heavy snow. Spots of southeastern Russia too. So be careful. But in terms of rain, shows more rain in Kazakhstan, more spots of Russia too. So stay safe in those areas. And here now, let's just see the heat very quick, because it's still very intense. So still shows possibly, uh, let's hope these models are accurate, but always check your local forecasts. So it does show 49 degrees tomorrow, Wednesday, spots of western and near southern Iraq in those areas. Widespread 48 to 49 degrees in those areas. So like 49. Do whatever you can to stay cool, to stay safe. Like don't go outside much, avoid staying in the sun too much, drink a lot of water. That's the most important. And please stay cool, stay safe. Like 49 is not to be messed with. Could have a heat stroke in less than a few hours. So please stay safe. In Iraq shows in Saudi Arabia to 47. So the Middle East is just boiling like a frying pan. So please stay safe. Widespread more than 45 degrees in Oman, United Arab Emirates, more spots northern Yemen. so please be careful. In Pakistan, shows it to 48 degrees again in those central valleys, 48, 47, and more for northern India, still like some 46, 45 degrees, and southern Afghanistan more than 45 degrees as well, and kind of hot in Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, even to 42 degrees. That's very hot. So be careful. This goes during the night, it does lower down, especially in some spots with mountains and everything, to -5 in the Caucasus, in the Himalayas, very cold. But these areas of the Acne, like it remains 35 degrees during the night, and when it's still hot during the night, you don't get much relief for your body, so it can be more dangerous. So please stay safe. Like that's extreme heat risk, as they say it in the US. So like in my opinion, like 49 is even like another category of extreme, like mega extreme. So please stay safe. And there's like here for Thursday, still shows like in the afternoon to 45, 49 degrees, widespread spots of western Iran, and this is just the temperature. The heat in the system feels like temperatures might be above like 50 to 51 degrees. So please stay safe. Like the GFS is like 50 degrees Celsius. The GFS 50 degrees Celsius. I don't know how accurate this is because sometimes it can exaggerate, but just 49 is like scorching. The icon is around 49, like 50 degrees Celsius in that central town there. So southern Iraq as well to 48, 49. In Kuwait, more than 48. Going to Saudi Arabia, so 46, 48 still. And back here to the European, shows some 47, central Saudi Arabia. Just the towns around the sea are saved from the heat, like Dubai, but the rest are boiling. So please stay safe. I don't know how else to say this, like 50 degrees is life threatening. So please stay safe. More than 47 degrees in other parts in Iran, in Pakistan, still to 48, 47, 48, and northwestern India to 46, widespread 47 in those towns there, but like more 46 than 47. Here's a little bit better, like around 45 to 46 only. And northern Pakistan, even to 46, 47, northern Afghanistan, southern Afghanistan as well, more spots northern India. So the weather's very extreme in these areas right now. Please stay safe and share this video with others so the others can alert others too, because those torrential rains plus this heat is very very dangerous. So please stay safe. During the night does cool down a little bit, but not much, so still dangerous during the night. And but especially during the day, like 47 degrees Saudi Arabia, in Oman 48 to 47, United Arab Emirates except on the coast, and northern Yemen. So please stay safe. Shows like 48, 47, still to 48 in Iran, better than 50, but still for 48. So Friday, this goes Saturday, still shows this heat around 49 degrees in those areas. The GFS is still 49, southern Iraq and Iran and Kuwait. So please stay safe, and potentially by Saturday, widespread like 47 throughout Oman, United Arab Emirates, and Saudi Arabia. So please stay safe. The icon is even higher, like a big area of 48 plus. So please stay safe. These areas in southern Iran, like 50 degrees in those valleys Saturday. The icon, the Europeans just 48. The GFS 47. So it depends a lot on the model you use, but like I hope there are very few people there in those valleys, because this is scorching. So please stay safe. It still shows in Pakistan more than 47. By Saturday, northwestern India more than 46. So this goes still shows by Sunday. This continues like the Europeans is even like to 49 degrees in Pakistan next Sunday, 48, 49. The heat indices might be close to 50, But the GFS is already like a totally different situation. It has this tropical cyclone approaching, and the temperature is just 42. The European is the tropical cyclone very far out to sea, so it has around 49. The icon, it doesn't have any tropical cyclone, it's further out, but it does have 245. So it depends a lot on where this system will be by Sunday to determine those exact temperatures. But note that they will still be hot, so please stay safe. Shows in Oman 248 still by next Tuesday, and it might continue. So please stay safe in those areas and warn others. And also, if you don't understand me, check the description. I wrote a small summary of what will happen that you can paste on Google Translate if you don't understand English, because I really want everyone to understand this and stay safe. So here shows spots of Russia, still cold, even to like -10 in a few spots. The rest is milder, but does show still this cold northern China into Mongolia, southeastern Russia, and the Himalayas, of course, and easternmost Russia there. So be careful still. Wednesday, this goes. Kazakhstan's already hotter, and some areas less, some areas more. But Mongolia is still kind of cold, the mountains and spots of Russia. So no extreme cold, but still be careful. This colder temperatures Russia, potential to Mongolia, northern China, and a few spots there. China might get warmer in some parts of the day, central China, especially the Gobi Desert. But this goes, and there's this cold wave coming slightly further south into Russia by next Monday, potentially. And then this goes there. But we'll keep watching. Be aware in those areas. But please stay safe with these storms and that heat wave. And just to check if there's any wind here. But before that, be careful with dust, because those deserts, there's a lot of dust around. Check some links in the description for weather warnings. They're all over the place. And here's a drought monitor too, waves. But here, what I was going to say, wind. So does show still some stronger winds, spots of northern China a day or two, like that's here. So now Tuesday shows still a few spots there, spotted two in Russia, in the Caucasus potentially. So Tuesday, Wednesday, this goes, shows some strong winds central northern China still, in southern Russia and to Kazakhstan. And be aware that those storms in the Indian Ocean might have strong winds in India inside them, so be careful. This goes potentially by Thursday, spots of Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, stronger winds in a few spots of Iran, and in a few spots in Russia still. This goes like near the Sea of Japan, not the Sea of Japan itself, but like near Japan, stronger winds maybe Thursday. And then this goes like more into Kazakhstan, Afghanistan later, Somalia, the Arabian Sea. So Friday, Saturday shows this low pressure around Russia, maybe some stronger winds, and a few spots in Pakistan, Afghanistan, still those isolated spots there. This goes, be careful, any boats in the Arabian Sea, Mauritius, Madagascar, Seychelles, with this big wind-filled area, those stronger winds by next Sunday, and then even the Bay of Bengal potentially later, and by like the 28th it even shows more storms, like storm systems near Mongolia, some high wind in China, specific spots in the Middle East. This might change though, and more spots in Russia, potentially some Arctic low pressures in Russia later to watch, but this always changes, we'll keep watching. And the European does have a pretty big cyclone there by the 29th. So please be careful, stay safe.